Hey guys, how's it going? Builder Rick here with Craftsman Tiny Homes. A little bit later on, we're going to go visit Citra Royal Palm RV Park, which is going to be turned into a tiny home community. It sounds really great. I can't wait to get down there and meet Anthony. Anyway, and hey, give us a like if you like our videos. Give us a subscribe, share, anything else that you want to do. Anyway, we'll see ya.
Hi, I'm Anthony from Citra Royal Palm RV Park. We're turning into a tiny home community, slowly, naturally. And we're located between Ocala and Gainesville. We have springs nearby, a lot of nature, hunting, fishing. We have a lot of space here. We have some woods. We're 12 acres. Right now we're about 20 sites. We have 3 tiny homes here on site today. We also have a park model. We have some other tiny homes. We won't really call them tiny homes, but a lot of good stuff going on. We have, everyone has space for gardens and just a lot of fun, a lot of good people. We have a clubhouse. Most parks don't encourage long-term sites. We're the opposite. We like long-term sites, people to live here. Something special about our park also is we do Airbnb. We allow people who bring a tiny house to do Airbnb here on site. So wow. It's very nice.
That's a really cool idea.
Yeah, it makes the property an investment rather than just a place to use on the weekends or to live.
Well, I've been watching the economy, what's going on, and I think that people are going to start flooding the markets with tiny houses because they're going to start losing their houses. So,
I agree. I think more people will definitely need them for sure.
Yep. Yeah. I'm foreseeing a lot of foreclosures coming up, and where are they going to escape to? RVs aren't that great compared to a tiny house.
Absolutely.
They're okay.
A lot of positives to the tiny house. The RVs don't last 10 years or longer. The roofs start getting leaks, they become decrepit, they start having problems. Where the tiny houses, they're built more like a home and they last a lot longer. They're a lot more resilient.
That's for sure.
Also, in the summer here in the RV park, we're in Florida, it's very hot. But the RVs, they use like $150, $200 a month in electric, where the tiny houses only use about $50 a month in electric because they're better insulated, better windows, better everything. Metal roofs, it's good for insulation.
Right.
So there's definitely pluses in that.
That is so cool, you know that.
Yeah.
I had my eye on a piece of property that used to be an RV park, because I can see telephone poles.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to get a hold of that guy, so maybe we could pick that up.
Awesome.
Maybe you want it.
Well, I don't want to jump in,
Yeah.
Go for it. I think the business, it's recession proof, the RV tiny home business, because the worse the economy gets, as you mentioned, the more it pushes people to simplify, to minimalize, to scale down, and do some of that,
Yeah. I saw a video. I forgot which channel it was. It might have been like Sale Daddy 1 or something like that. But he was saying that there's going to be like, there's 69 million boomers, and he was talking 20% of them are going to lose their homes, and they're going to need places to live. Yeah, and these tiny houses, I think, are the solution.
Yeah, I think in like 2008, 2009, probably more than 20% of the homes went to foreclosure, so that kind of stuff. So definitely, your numbers, I wouldn't say are off. So I want to show you guys what we already have here. Maybe you want to zoom around and just show this really nice tiny house in the background. That's a very nice tiny home. One of the interesting things that has, I don't necessarily recommend it. I guess it depends more on your situation, but it has an incinerator toilet.
An incinerator toilet?
Yeah, so he doesn't have anything to dump. He doesn't have anything it literally burns it with gas, propane, to ashes.
Wow.
And about once a month he takes out an ashtray, which you could even use for fertilizer. It's not like raw sewage in any way. It's dry ash.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I know about the other types of toilets, but I've never heard of this one.
This owner, he's military. He comes and goes, and he really likes this lifestyle. He's just one person, no pets. So this is the perfect size for him to live. He has his office on the first floor, his bedroom in the loft, and it's affordable and very nice.
Yeah, I like that exterior look. It looks very
Yeah, and it matches as well with nature.
Yeah.
I think, the
Blending
brown,
so well.
something here in the park we've done is most of our structures, whether it be sheds or the office and stuff like that, we painted everything brown.
Oh, very
Sort
cool.
of to give it that look, you know, to imitate that a little bit, because we just find that's very peaceful in nature. You want to walk a little
over?
closer? Absolutely. Yeah. So this being long term, he built a deck on the front, so you can see it just gives it a little bit more of a homey feel.
Yeah.
Tiny homes are small, so any of that outdoor space really is you can take advantage of it. You know, you can so you can see he's under an umbrella. These are what they call live oak trees.
Yeah. Love live oak.
Big, humongous. There's one on the backside, sort of further away, but it's got to be double this size, triple this size. It's humongous. So this is where his incinerator toilet comes out.
That's the same siding we use.
Yeah, I think it's T111 you call that, right? I don't know if that's the number. And then I don't know if they varnished it or painted it brown and then mixed it with a varnish to get that wood look, but it's very nice. So his incinerator toilet, actually, the exhaust, when it burns off, the air comes out of here, and it just turns on and off as needed.
Oh, that is so cool.
And the pressure treated deck. And he's been here only for a few months. He recently did the deck. I think he plans on doing more with this, and when he's not here, as I mentioned, he's military, he'll do Airbnb with it.
Oh, so cool.
Inside, it has what I would call a finish similar to like a yacht.
Oh, man.
I saw on your site your wood paneling on the Nordic one, I believe it was called. It's like that, and I don't want to use the word cleaner because that's wrong, but a different finish.
Right.
And it's just real. And one thing in here is there's no I don't see any cuts in boards. Meaning if the board needed to be 15 feet long, they got a 15 foot, you know, for the and it just, you know, where normally you'll use a short board and put a long board to it, not put all your creases or whatever, you know, mix it in to make it look natural. And sort of like this, I think he went, like even here, he wanted this to match, so it went end to end with one board. You don't see any wood splits in the deck.
Yeah, that's nice. Very cool, no joints. I like that front door. That's actually an expensive door.
Yeah, it has a curtain inside it that opens and closes, so you can get the glass. If you want to see outside, you can. If you want the privacy, you can close it.
Very cool. I see he's got the electric block combination.
Yeah, that's like mandatory for all Airbnb.
We've got a friend that we do a lot of work for, that did, and all of his Airbnbs, he had that system, and each person would have their very own personal code.
Yeah. We had another tiny house. We're going to walk to the back. But,
Sure.
She's actually moving for her work this month. She's been here for over a year.
Wow.
What we call a long-term person. She's been here for probably 2 years, actually. She's going to be going to North Carolina now. But one of the problems she had when she's scheduling to go to North Carolina is finding an RV park that would allow her.
Oh, wow.
Because she's not like a new, it's more than 10 years old.
Right.
That kind of stuff. So we're coming to the back of our RV park now, and this is actually more of a fun section of the park. We have a tiny house here. We had another tiny house over there, and in just a few days we have another tiny house coming back into that site over there. That's sort of a premium site, we call it. It's nice because your door side, where your porch is, faces out to the woods.
Oh, wow.
So you have a lot of privacy. You know, the home would be over on our side with your porch on that side. We have a nice fire circle here, a community fire circle.
Oh, look at that fire circle.
At night it's all lit up. We've got swings. We provide firewood. We have a clubhouse over here, which is also very nice. People that want to live in a community,
That's nice.
they need laundry machines. A lot of times the tiny homes don't have that in them, so we have washers and dryers in there. We have a little free coffee in the morning in there. We call it a little our cafe. We don't charge for it.
Cool.
It's provided by the park, but it gives people a place to come together, sort of in the morning, to talk. A lot of the people in these RV parks, it's just one person, a single person. Not even sometimes a couple, or sometimes it's a couple and one of them just wants to get out of the little tiny area they're in an RV or whatever, so it gives them a place to go and
That's
hang
pretty
out.
cool.
Yeah,
There's
that's
vending machines, bathrooms, laundry machines, coffee.
Now, on the map, on Google Maps, it looks like there's a lake back there.
There is a lake, and actually we can walk back to the rear of the property in just a few moments and sort of look out over what I would call more of a prairie
Uh-huh.
first. The county calls it a lake right behind our property. It's more of a swamp. Literally a swamp. Airboats can come right up to the back of our property.
Oh, neat.
We've kayaked out of the back of right out of the back of the property. However, I really wouldn't recommend it to your average kayaker. You know, it's sort of like they call it hydrillus. It's a grass that grows, not a seaweed, but in the lake on the bottom, and it grows through the water, actually above the water level.
Man.
We've gone through and cleaned it. It grows back, but we can get out to the water. Something we're working on. We didn't own all the way back to the water until this March. We purchased 6 more acres, so we have some woods on the side, woods in the back. We have
Wow.
up to the water line.
Can we take a look at your hookups?
Absolutely. So this is what we call a 50 amp site. It's actually a 30 amp, 50 amp site. You have your typical RV 4-prong. We've got a lizard in there today as well, a little lizard. This is your 50 amp. This is your 30 amp. They have your breakers here, and you also have a 20 amp that if you have something small outside you want to plug in, you don't want to run it through your camper. Let's say you're cooking on an air fryer and you're already running your ACs and everything to the max.
Yeah.
You could plug that in separately here on this. So
That is cool.
that's your electric pedestal. You have water coming right out of the side of it. I don't know if it's on right now, but you've got your water there. Something we really actually spent a lot of time here in the park. We've just recently redone the well. We have a chlorine injector. It's not always something someone wants in their water, but it's safer to have the chlorine that's killing any bacteria in the water than not having it.
Yeah.
But we have very good water in the park. And this site also has your sewer hookup over here.
Okay.
This was a custom site. We built it on afterwards, and because of that, the electric is not on your traditional side. Normally your electric hookup would be over here on this side with your sewer.
Right.
But you would just take your cable, your wire that you would plug in with, instead of on that side, you run it underneath and plug it on this side. All of the other RV sites in the park, though, all of your hookups are on your, what I would call your left rear, your driver's side rear. I know you don't drive a tiny home, but if you were sitting in it, you know, facing with your hitch to the front, it would be your left rear, and that's where I would always recommend your water, electric, and sewer hookups are going to, because all RV parks throughout the United States and stuff are set up there. I think we should be able to get into this one. It should still be unlocked. I was in it earlier.
Oh, awesome.